And we've arrived here. It is week one of the Central West Conference Finals. 2v3 to see who will play for the first spot in the grand final up against the Wenny Magpies. And we're here at Begnell Oval for the St. John's Eagles, who finished in the top three and third against the Hills Bulls, the back-to-back premiers of last year, chasing a third in this competition, and plenty at stake for both on the way in. In this game between the powerhouse districts of the Parramatta Eels and the Canterbury Bankstown districts is brought to you by Total Fit Outs, your commercial design and fitter experts across Australia. And we'll have a look at the lineups for both teams. Firstly, the Hills Bulls in the 1, Riley Davis in the 2, Joseph Wesser. The 4 is Jonathan Haddad. The 5, Xavier Tornavai. The 15 is Liam Boys. 6, Finn Custo. 7, Hayden Moynihan. 8, Cruz Paletu. 9, Isaac Custo. 10, James Kenner. 11, Thomas Pinder. 12, Nixon Cancino. 13, Zach Withers. 14, Edward Gonzalez. 16, Samuel Bosley. 17, Nathaniel Barone. And 19 is Harry Dawes, and coached by Isaac Gorman. And for the St. John's Eagles, 2 is Martini Makai here. The 3 is Denny Arter. The 4, Joe Emery. The 14, Simon Agar. 6, Viliami Maher. 7, Jawad Hamoud. 8, Kobe Pierce. 9, Riley Fong. 10, PJD April. 11, Luston Pio. 12, Mikhail Papali'i Talanai. 13, William Lewis. 15, Jaden Tuigamagala Nicholas. 16, Savelio Brown. 18, Joseph Nakale. 19, George Yamin. And 20, Michael Agar. And they're coached by Luke Lewis. And referee about to signal time on. Hills Bulls, like I said, defending premiers the last 2 years in the 14s and 15s, trying to make it 3 in a row. Win-loss pattern on the way in to this week one clash. Had some health issues, but still a quality side and one to be reckoned with. And the Eagles, 4 in a row before last week, looking to make an impact. And here we go. Hills will have the first touch. Taken there well. Up into the win. Joseph Wesser, top try scorer in the Central West Conference with 12, clear by 3. And long and back in field for the first touch for the Middles with James Kenner. St. John's, good line speed so far. And now with Cruz Paletu over the advantage line and good forward lean there, linking up with Isaac Custo. Moynihan working that middle. Turns back under there for Cancino, and they get rid of it. And fullback today, Denny Arter, filling in for Wesley Papali'i not playing. Strong first touch for him, back to the 20. And called off here. Great opportunity first up for the St. John's Eagles to kick themselves into better field position. And after almost the perfect set to start the game, penalty, not what the Bulls were looking for. But Viliami Maher here with the boot. Picks up 10. There is a bit of a breeze around at the moment. No specific direction, but might be difficult at times. We'll see. It's Joseph Emery. Straight and hard on his first carry, and met in kind there and driven backwards. Now, Papali'i Talanai. Chop low, and the Bulls' line speed ramps up. PJD April. Good start, and then 3 or 4 drag backwards again. Tussling with Withers. Quick ball movement here, 2 to the wide right, and across they go to Gamala Nicholas. Out in the centres today. And for play 5, just inside the half here, William Lewis moving into the halves. Straight down to Riley Davis, who links up with Wesser. Stumbles there to start with. End to end for both to start with. And a penalty the other way. Caught offside now. Now the Eagles, and invite the Bulls for their opportunity to kick themselves into good ball. Or do they go the tap here midfield? Custo with the ball. Option, he's going to go with the tap. Playing on from there, Tuanavai. Leans in low. And now across, Moynihan early to Cancino. Always busy is Nixon Cancino. Now Isaac Show short side comes open. Withers dummies with that one, then digs into the line. Again, centre field now. Custo to Paletu. Good carry by him. Fighting there with 2 on. He keeps going and things get a little bit messy. Luckily, didn't go too far, but referee blows a penalty. And a fresh set of 6 upcoming inside 20 here. Thankfully, that one didn't go much further. But Isaac Custo now, they choose to play through. James Kenner hands up before being driven into the turf. Isaac left here. Withers with that ball playing. Comes out the back to Finn. Links up with Davis. Long to the corner. Xavier Tunavai brings it in. And first blood here for the Hills Bulls. Nice left side shift. Starting centre field off the back of the 2 penalties. And the Paletu carry that almost went wrong. Centre field. Isaac and Finn linked together with the handiwork of Zach Withers and that ball playing lock position, and Riley Davis wastes no time, sees the space, launches a long pass there, and Xavier Tunavai gets the first 4-pointer here in the 2v3 matchup. Always consistent is Xavier for this team, and 4-0 kick to come. And that try is brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. And in the earlier game we had here today, the 4v5 elimination game, the Bankstown Bulls, who fought their way in with good end of season form with a 28-10 win over the Guildford Owls, whose season has now come to a close. The winner of that game, the Bulls, will play the loser of the 2v3 here today in an elimination game next week. Tough one first up for Davis. Preferred side for the right footer though. And on approach, it looks outstanding. Has it got the legs? It certainly does. It drops over the crossbar. And 6-0. Tunavai try and the pass from Davis and converted. 6-0 to the Hills Bulls, who strike early. And opportunities presented from both sides so far from penalties. And Hills draw first blood in what should be a belter of a game. 2 quality sides. And getting us back underway. Eagles, it might go out on the full. It has done. Certainly not ideal. After conceding first, now inviting the Bulls straight back into good ball. Penalty on halfway. Can they double up here with the field position on offer? And Davis, centre field, across to Finn Custo. Thomas Pinder. Tough carry by him. Withers this time. Goes through the middle, driven hard into the turf. Good tackle there. Short side they go, the Custos, long across the face, and it's unfortunately been knocked on. Just not quite ready for that one, Liam Boys. The short side raid was looking dangerous. With Finn and Isaac Custo trying to get something going, but chance by the wayside early in the tackle count. St. John's will have the scrum here. 30 out on the 20-metre tram line in from the right-hand touch line. Dangerous last game from the scrum plays. Let's see what they can come up with here today. 5 to the open side. And Bulls man on. They come across to Harmood and has to keep with that one being a bit low. Field's actually held up pretty good with the weather. There's a few puddles, but mostly on the outer parts of the field, not the centre. There's a Diapril. Very busy last time, along with his front row partner in Pearce. And Viliami Maher drops the bumper and goes forward in the 6. Now Fong across to Lewis, who turns it under for that man, Pearce. Both front rowers part of the dog system. And in the Harold Matt squad this season, year young. And a great kick there. Davis caught on his goal line. Body's coming, hits the turf. Does well. The Eagles now trying to ramp things up off their goal line. Wesser. Tough carry and chopped to the legs. Davis feeds in now. Xavier Tunavai. And along here, Custo to Custo, back inside to Kenner. And held up, still stuck on the 10. The pressure mounting here. Cruz Paletu with a great carry. Might be a set saver, forces his way all the way to the 30. Quick play, the ball coming, but ball comes out. The referee looked like he was going to blow a penalty, says error. St. John's relentless line speed pays off. Defensive intent leading to a great opportunity here. 30 out from the Bulls line to hopefully equalise here early in this 2v3 matchup. And Lewis will feed the scrum. William Lewis moving into the halves today. As I said, that reshuffle. Danny Arta moving to fullback with Papali Afua out and across again. Harmoud with the double pump and keeps. Great combination last time out with Papali Talanai, who is on the ball now. Good leg drive, takes a couple. And now open side, long pass. Maher dummies, goes himself, gets the fend out. Centre field, 15 out now. Can the Eagles put one in the bank? Cross to Lewis here. Shows to Luston Pio. Lays it off short. To Agamala Nicholas. Tries to burn through a hole. Long back centre field now. Arta goes to Pearce. While looking on the outside, comes back open. And now Fong, watch out for him, dummy half. Maher across. Lewis again. Great hands. Papali'i Talanai comes back in field. Couple of feds. Heading for the line. Gets low. Mikhail Papali'i Talanai says, don't worry about the hands. Gets the fend out. Bounces back off the left foot. And finds himself striking back for the St. John's Eagles. And 6-4. Kick to come. You can certainly see why he was also part of the dog setup. Year young for Harold Matthews this year. Rangy, tall and athletic. Very strong back rower. And last time around hitting those holes, this time does it himself. Possibly going to be locked up here after this conversion. But for now, another try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting and payroll needs. Zeniata with the boot. But that error coming back to haunt in their own end. The opportunity, 30 out. And then the shift to Jaden Tuigamala Nicholas, who almost went through the hole. And from that play the ball, they got back to the post through Pearce. And getting closer to the sideline, things looked like they'd broken down, but Papali'i Talanai made his own way. Bouncing back in to centre field. And the Hills defence not able to handle for now. And Hata here. He's fifth in the point scoring stakes for the Central West Conference. Riley Davis, the kicker of the first conversion. Second on 70. The leading try scorer for St. John's this year is the crafty 9, Riley Fong. And Arta, nice strike first up and right through the sticks to make it 6-all. And if this is the trend of the game, it's going to be an absolute belt-up. Arta, no mistake there. And 6-all first half. Central West Conference, and remember each week 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. 2 p.m. with the women's 14, 16s and 18 silver and gold competition with our great caller Greg Hayes. And back underway into the sun. Difficult there but handled. Kobe Pearce chopped at the legs. Quality tackle by Zach Withers. Now across, trying to work their way out of yardage. Zeniata helping out. And now back down the right. Tuigamala Nicholas, been a jack of all trades this year. We've seen him play 6, back row and centre. As Diapril trucks another one up. Solid set after points so far. Maher, Hamoud, looks short, out the back to Artar, goes through the hands to Emery. Bootlace there, late by Wesser for play 5 on halfway. Hamoud looks the short, and then puts one up. Riley Davis handles well, centre field. Back to the 30 for a good starting position for the Bulls. Xavier Tuanavai, good carry. 15 metres, almost fighting, close to halfway now. Isaac Custo drops that one back into the drain for Samuel Bosley now on the field. Followed up by Paletu. And now right. Moynihan shows short, out the back. Davis goes across here to Haddad. Dummies, keeps it himself, goes, gets to the fullback. Back inside for Davis, who burns his way under the sticks. Quality football and a great response by the Hills Bulls. And that right-hand side, Moynihan linking with Davis, always so dangerous, and Haddad reads the defender jamming, throws the dummy, goes through, composes himself, and Jonathan Haddad finding Riley Davis back on the inside. He puts this one right under the sticks to take us to 10-6. And another one brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, and payroll needs. And you look at the Hills Bulls, there's a reason. They've won the last 2 competitions. They won't go away. Rough last month in terms of health. Some players returning today. Possibly a few more next week. One of the beauties of finishing in that top 3, as we spoke about on the way in. Give yourself 2 chances, especially at this age group with so many other commitments. But for the Bulls, still found themselves landing in 2nd spot, and I'm sure they'd love nothing more than to move into that grand final qualifier, which would at least still guarantee that they've got 2 chances. For St. John's, they caught fire at the halfway point as Riley Davis makes no mistake, and 12-6. It's a bit of a slow start, waiting to get some players back as well, but finished the season on fire. 4 wins in a row, and then a close battle last week, 26-20 with Wenny, proving that they're certainly a contender for this competition. In the game before, like we said, Guildford, lots of junior rep talent as well, and Bankstown, similar deal. Had to wait almost 6 weeks for their first win, but have now fought their way in and won an elimination final, and await the loser of this game. As Paletu off the kickoff, good contact to meet him. Driven backwards almost to the 10. Short side jump there, the Custos linked together, long over the top. Xavier Tuanavai got some grass in front, shows it, tries to go with Tuigamala Nicholas. Manages for now to stay in, all the way up to the halfway line. Looking to move the ball early. Isaac to Finn to Moynihan. And across now centre field. Things settle down there with the carry of Withers. Long straight away, Moynihan goes short to Haddad. Does well to handle under pressure. Numbers short side, look out here. Comes open though. Sam Bosley gets low for play 5, 20 out. Coming across here now. Finn Custo to the sky. Tuanavai on the chase. Arta at the back. Almost collides with Mackay Philly-Hare, but in the end, Philly-Hare does very well. Brings it back for the first carry. Another one in the dog system. And a product of Endeavour Sports High. The referee calls that one to be done again. Players not all back. And then follow-up contact, strong there. definitely here. The short side now is Lustenpio. Always consistent. And Fong into Kobe Pierce. Two props doing a very honest job for the Eagles today. Maher. Short now across to D'April, who beats one, gets a second, pops an offload. And Fong there. Haven't seen him darting yet, but keep your eyes on him if he gets loose. Set after points, too slow in the ruck. Speaking of, Fong almost about to take off. The referee wants to give the mark. And we wait here for this one. And they play on. And on the field now, Savelio Brown winds up for his first touch here in this finals game. The ref wants it back on the mark. And now across, Maher throws the dummy, goes forward, almost goes to the front. Strong carry by the 5'8". Very no nonsense in that position. And now Lewis shows short, drops under for Tuigamala Nicholas. Good tempo about their play. They get inside the 20. And now Fong across to Maher. Lewis with a dummy and goes himself. They do well to contain him for now. Short they go. Long back across. Maher out the back. Denny Arthur bounces off the right. And almost gets his nose through for play 5. Looks like they've got numbers on the short side right here. That's where they go. Maher long across the face. Tuigamala Nicholas gets low. We wait for the touch he's called, but it looks like a 4-pointer. And waiting. Points to the spot. It is. And the Eagles hit back. 12-10 kick to come. But Viliami Maher says, let's go. Gets that one early. And gives Tuigamala Nicholas an opportunity. With a bit of footwork, gets himself low. Puts 4 more in for the Eagles. Both teams very crisp today, and certainly this time of year, near spring, the weather's starting to heat up at the perfect time for finals football. Quality play by both sides so far, but a tougher assignment here for Denny Arta. Davis has already hit one from the sideline as a right footer. Can Arta match that one with his opportunity here? Not the preferred side, but nevertheless, he's a good goal kicker. Another try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, and payroll needs. Jaden Tuigamala Nicholas, as I said, another one from Endeavour and in the dog system. Year young even for this age group. Part of the CHS team. Looks like he's going to turn into a very handy back row or centre, but can also play 5'8". And Arta, nice touch off the boot, and it goes just inside the right upright. And 12 all, we're locked up again. Both the players in change positions today. Arta and William Lewis doing good jobs so far. Tuigamala Nicholas also again pushing out to the centres. Wenny awaits the minor premier for a reason. Only one loss all season. The winner of this game, it'll be an absolute cracker next week. Make sure you tune in. And now back across and underway, beating the first contact. And now driven backwards, Hill's there strong. And Savelio Brown told to go back on the mark for now. And now playing on 2 pass. Maher and Fong to D'April. And now Maher himself helping out, set after points in yardage. Centre field, Fong long and dropped under here. Lustenpio, good leg drive and fighting forward. Simple stuff after points, and now the early kick. Maher tries to find grass, but Davis there. And almost up to the halfway. He bursts through the other side. He's away now. One-on-one with the fullback. Puts the right foot on. Does he have the legs? Outside now. Trying to go to the line. It's Wesser. And just like that, things turn on a dime. Riley Davis up on the 40. Bit of footwork, breaks through the front door. And then one-on-one with Arta. Throws a nice pass, difficult back deep over the right-hand shoulder. And the top try scorer in the Central West Conference. Say his name and he shall appear. Joseph Wesser cashes in off the fantastic work of Riley Davis. Try number 13 for the season. Riley Davis, don't be fooled by the size. He's as tough as they come. And another one, much like Tuagamala Nicholas, can play in the halves, can play 9, can play fullback. You think about the way the game's going these days with concussion, utility, and having to have that bit of flexibility. He's shown this year in multiple games in different positions how handy he can be. And a goal kicker to boot. From Blacktown Pats, another rugby league factory. Wesser out of Oak Hill. Plenty of good rugby league and union players out of Oak Hill. Extends his lead to 13 now. The top try scorer. Riley Davis, points-wise today, clear second in this competition. Mostly off the boot. But the ones you don't get to see are ones like that, try assists. He's certainly been involved in plenty of them. 16-12 now. Right foot on the right side. It's not a bad strike, but it's across the face. And another try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, and payroll needs. 16-12. The Hills Bulls again in this punch-for-punch game of rugby league here in the Central West Conference 2v3 final. Neither team backing down in the chance to play for the first spot in the grand final against minor premiers Winnie Magpies next week. Samuel Bosley comes back, finds an offload there. Strong contact, they cover that one up quick. Now ball back infield. It's a good effort by Pinder, who was hit hard, and then Bosley doubles up with another one. And across now, trying to get a play the ball, Nixon Cancino. James Kenner. Set after points, steady so far. But the line speed there. It's Cruz Paletu. Strong game so far from him on play, 5 on the 40. Down the short side they come. Davis tries to split the winger and the fullback. It bounces past Arta, but cleans it up. Back centre field now. Finn Custo, good contact. Now trying to turn the screws. Kai Philly here. Comes in with a bit of footwork. Harmoud. Centre field now. Dishes that one off. Ball across. Following that one up. Carry of Joseph Nackler. Emery comes in to help out. Now rolling down the short. Tuagamala Nicholas juggles. Keeps the ball. Well contained there. Needed to be by Liam Boyes for play 5. As Maher hits one low and awkward across. It might bounce here for Joseph Nackler. Throws it back inside. Ball to ground. And referee says it's been touched by the Bulls. So what might have been a bit of a miss kick from Maher almost turned out to be a bit of brilliance when it bounced for his players. But Wesser does enough to snuff that out, but they're going to have to defend inside their own 30 here. And the tit for tat continues in terms of opportunities. No clock here, so I don't know how close to half time, but we'd be getting there, I'd think. But at 16-12, a chance here for St. John's to try and square things up or take the lead. And all players to the right. It's an error off the scrum. Pio in anger throws that one to ground. Missed opportunity. But no doubt he'll be out to make up for that one. Luston Pio. Very strong every week for this Eagles team, and another one in the Dogs development system. Davis now off the back of the relief from that error, off the back of their own scrum, centre field, 30 out. On left side now, Finn Custo lays it off, trying to roll forward. Play the ball there from Liam Boys. Now Finn Custo drops the shoulder himself, helping out. And now Sam Bosley, strong again with 3 in, keeps his feet, refusing to go to ground. Play the ball right. Tipped across, Paletu, Moynihan plays short, bounces back. Comes in again. Paletu engaging the line. Now left hand, Finn out the back, Davis sees things closed, back in field, pass to Withers. Keeping things moving here. Bosley with another touch across now, Moynihan, Davis. Short side, things break down. Goal line now. Work their way out of that corner. 2 pass back across for Samuel Bosley, who's working himself to a standstill. It's his 4th touch in this set. Now long right. Finn Custo looks to go short. Out the back, Moynihan goes there. And Boys hitting the hole. Very close. Pinder back to Finn Custo, tries to pick out some space. But Harmoud back there to help out. Does well in the clean-up. The buzzer there for half-time in what has been an enthralling contest so far. 16-12, the Hills Bulls currently leading the St. John's Eagles in the 2v3 game here in the Central West Conference. The winner will go on and play Wentworthville for the first spot in the grand final. The loser will face the Bankstown Bulls, who won an elimination final earlier over the Guildford Owls. For now, half-time. Our match of the round is brought to you by Total Fit Outs, experts in commercial design, fit outs and defits. We'll have a small break and we'll return for the second half very shortly. And second half action about to get underway here. The second versus third qualifying final for the chance to play minor premier Wentworthville Magpies for the first spot in the GF, and the Hills Bulls at the moment 16-12 over St John's in what was a fantastic half of football. That half time was brought to you by Total Fit Outs, experts in commercial design, fit outs and defits. Both teams taking the majority of their opportunities coming off the back of yardage penalties and back-to-back opportunities. Other than that, not giving each other many chances, good line speed, good intent. The only real game-breaking moment against run of play was Riley Davis with that kick return line break try for Wesser. But first touch here with St John's. And the ball comes free, waiting for a call. And he's called a penalty. A delay there. Wasn't quite sure where things were going to go. We've got a player down. Hopefully okay here. It's like Samuel Bosley might have been shaken up in that contact. But for the Eagles, great chance to kick themselves into good field position. Try and start this half, but they go the tap instead, and Pearce. Waste no time, KB Pearce. Now, cross, Denny Artar, strong carry straight up the middle and over the halfway. Play two, trying to find his feet. And now right, Lewis rolls it back under for Beal. Finds his front on halfway. Long left there, Fong, Tamarhead, Hamoud, Papaleti Talanai, Emery keeps. Bounces off the first, but keeps it. Calls for high, but drops the ball. And the Hills Bulls defend well for St John's. Good opportunity there to start the half. Put the ball inside the 20 and try and turn the screws, but the error. 40 out here gives Hills a good opportunity early to try to do just that. Start things off in this fight for territory. Both teams haven't struggled so far to move. Both done well coming out of yardage. But penalties have been the main way that they've invited each other into the attacking territory or inside 20. The ref calls back the scrum, but second time we go. Wesser comes bouncing off the scrum, one out. Now long left-hand side, Finn Custo. Lays it off short to Pinder. And now for Cruz Paletu. Spins into contact before being put on his back. Busy day for both him and Bosley so far. Moynihan short side, shows twice short. Goes there to Davis, finds the outside for Wesser. Burning down the touchline, but throws it back in field. And luckily enough, they're able to clean that one up. Good cover effort there by Nixon Cancino. Thought they might have lost the ball. And now Bosley follows up to centre things for them. 20 out on play 5. Withers, right short side here. Bounces off the legs there. Hamoud, he goes past it though. It does well to get back and recover the Moynihan kick. Now Papaleti Talanai from dummy half. Short side straight away. And good carry. Joseph Nakler. And now Emery comes in, beats the first. Gets to a second. And now rolling. Strong carry there. Over the halfway by William Lewis. And play 5, Maher. Tries to split him at the back, but that one looks a bit long. And it does roll on. So not the kick they were looking for. But a good set response after being under pressure. Now, out of their own end. Wesser comes in again for another touch. Following up, Harry Dawes. And followed again there by Pinder. Near the halfway now. Samuel Bosley with another carry. And Withers rolling that drain as they play in behind. Palatu with another one. Centre field now. Right hand side. To the air goes Moynihan. Artar does well. Drops to the ground. And in that drop, might have been a slight bit of contact high. But purely a rugby league accident. But penalty there. 10 metres out from their own line. And with the wind here, they choose not to go for touch. Tuigamala Nicholas. Palatu flashes through the screen there, going after him. Martini Mackay here follows that one. Driven backwards, stuck on the 20. Fong shows both ways. Tuigamala Nicholas hit hard and loses the ball. And the Bulls are right up now, invited into the attacking half. They have a scrum centre field, 30 metres out. And a fantastic opportunity. Good contact there, Palatu. And the middle's coming together. And now we look to see what they've got from the scrum. They've got a 3-3 split centre field. At the moment, Artar now travelling over to make it 3-on-3. Where do they go? Davis sweeps late. They try to create a number. Davis across the front. They read it quite well. Wesser now with the ball. Body's there for him, and he loses the ball. But hold on a minute. Waiting for a call. And first knock on is against the Bulls. They're not happy. Waited for the touch judge there. Looked like he's talking to the ref. After what would have been potentially a one-on-one, but he's called it a drop. So that opportunity missed there, unfortunately, for the Bulls, who lead 16-12. And after a mostly error-free first half, a little bit of nerves in the second here, and another error follows. The commentator's curse, but play on. Kenner picks up that one after Lewis comes into contact, and then a one-on-one straight away in return. But no advantage. Fong coming up with a bit of good craft. But it's off the same error, and they hadn't gone past the mark. So I've put the Mickey on by mentioning errors. We just have two in short succession, but Hill's invited again here. And an opportunity to redeem for the one that was just there on play one. Pushing all the numbers to the left-hand side here. Wesser's moving late. Goes back down the short. They go to Pinder, one out centre field now. Can they extend the lead? Withers in dummy half. Goes to Kenner. Legs pumping up to the 10 now. Late movement right here. Custo sweeping around. Moynihan goes out the back. Short there to Davis. Tries to get to the outside. Holds it late for Wesser, who goes airborne and finds the turf. And we wait for the call. Touchy confirms. And so does the referee. And we've called it before. And we'll call it again. Air Wesser gets off the ground, clears the feet, and leaves no opportunity for anybody to stop him from taking the 4 points. And 20-12 kick to come. Referee now asking to have a chat with the captain of St. John's. They weren't happy with the grounding. Maybe just a word of warning. A time back on here. Good late movement there. You saw the 6 ripping around Finn Custo from the left to the open right, linking with Moynihan. And then Davis, opportunity to run or pass, puts it in the hands of Wesser with that one-on-one, and no space literally left over. Clears the legs and takes off to put it to a point where you can't get a hand on him, and we've seen it before. It takes himself to 14 tries on the year. And that one was brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, and payroll needs. The 8-point advantage now, it brings it to a 2-score game for the first time. Davis with the wind coming directly into his face from the right touchline and right foot up. No easy task. And on approach, he's got the strike, got the line, but it goes to the right. And score remains 20-12. But with that one, as mentioned, the first 2-score advantage of the game, but still plenty of time left here. But an exchange of errors from both sides. And Hills end up steadying and putting another 4-pointer on the board. St. John's, plenty of strike in their team, no doubt. Won't go away quietly as Arthur hangs that one up, awkward and short. They let it bounce. It's still coming. Pressure there. And flashing through. It's PJD April. But Moynihan with the clean up. Now Long to get things across centre field. Samuel Bosley. Another touch. Met by Maher. And rolling right now. Cancino off Moynihan. Back in. Bosley with another touch. Clearly got a big petrol tank. Because he certainly had double-digit touches today as Palaitu, who's also been busy. Bumps off the first and then spins forward for now play 5. Set after points, kicking off the 40. Moynihan clears both here and finds grass. Might be a 40-20, I think it is. We're waiting for the call about where it landed. No, called the other way. Thought it might have been just enough from inside the 40. The touch judge says no and play the ball. Hayden Moynihan. Harold Matthew-Young at the Bears with a good boot. The referee twice now. Hopes to play the ball. Not sure what the issue is, but there we go. It's Joseph Nackler. First up one and another whistle. And a sin bin here. Obviously can't hear what's going on the field, but not happy is the referee and wasting no time. Viliami Maher trying to talk to the referee, but the number 3, Denny Arta, has been sent to the sin bin, and now the door opens for the Bulls. Inside 20 and a man short at 20-12 here. For the chance to play for the first spot in the grand final next week. And off the back of Kenner, Long, Custo. Chopped down. Bosley, they roll the short side with Withers and a knock-on called. Really could have dropped the elbow there. Onto the St. John's Eagles, but another error. And multiple by both teams now for St. John's. They've unfortunately been in their own half for the Hills. Bulls team, it's been 3 or 4 now inside the attacking 30 or 20. But early into that sin bin period, so still plenty of chances left for them. But for St. John's, need to steady things here and get the football up the other end. Now trying to get things rolling. Mikhail Papali Talanai with a good carry, followed up by another good carry by Maher. Doing the simple stuff here now. It's Kobe Pearce. Good forward lean into the halfway. Followed up, William Lewis. Shows to the outside, tucks it under. Spins his way forward. 4 good carries trying to get this one to safety. But now they roll the short side. Long across there to Emery. Gets to the outside. Does he have the pace? Gets the fend out. Ball back into Nakle. Beats another one. Keeps it himself. Tackled 10 out, play 5. Emery back across to Hamoud. Hangs one up in the air. And it looks way too deep. And almost an 80-metre counter-attack. A man short. But just unable to come up with the play. From tackle 5, so dangerous are the Eagles, as are the Bulls. At any opportunity, so much talent on show. And Kenner across there, hit hard. Bosley with another touch, bootlace but finds an offload, and Withers keeps. And tackle threatening to get messy. Davis, very long, Moynihan, Cancino, and whacked there. Good contact coming in from Papali'i Talanai. And now short side they roll, Moynihan. The touch there for Hamoud. Almost running the opposite direction. And it would have been clear sailing with Davis a part of that short side movement. And against the run of play with 12, but the Bulls with a scrum opportunity now at 20-12, just inside the half. And time off here for Nixon Cancino. That shot for Papali'i Talanai. I think it was right on the point of the shoulder, so hopefully he's okay. Always there is Nixon Cancino, reliable back rower. Every half needs one. Looks like he's going to come from the field. Part of their back-to-back premiership teams the last 2 years, Cancino. We'll see what the reshuffle here is. Scrum. Everybody to the left-hand open side. Time back on by the referee as Withers to Custo. Back under there. Thomas Pinder. Cruz Palatu, the man put back on the field. He's shuffled out to that right edge. James Kenner as they try to set themselves up in good ball. And Moynihan holds it up out the back for Finn, who keeps, goes through the line almost. He's threatened the majority of the day. And now that short side again, Moynihan, double pump, keeps, bounces off the right. Papali'i Talanai gets him low. And now long across, centre things with Bosley. Refusing to go aground again. Eventually put there by Fong. Now Withers long from dummy half across. Finn Custo, Riley Davis, long ball over the top there. Bodies, and they fight for the corner. And a good cover effort there on Harry Dawes. And the 12-man Eagles side holding on for now. Almost got 2 against the run of play. Referee, another one. About time on, and we get it. It's Tuagamala Nicholas puts his hand up for the tough carry. 10 metres for the year young. Followed up by Lewis. He's rolled over at the last minute. But they've done well so far to steady things and shifting. Mackay Philly here holds that one up long across the face to Nakle, who tucks and goes close to the touchline in the Wester tackle, but not quite. And Emery bounces back across there. 20 metres back in field and 10 forward, puts him in a good spot. It's Fong to Maher. Legs pumping for the 5'8". Another one in the Dogs Mats team, year young this season. And Hamoud on play 5, rolls one through, deflection there. Papali'i Talanai close. Knock on called in the end. And it's called against Davis and the Bulls. So an opportunity here. Why they're short to try and find points. And time off. Referee getting some advice from the touch judge here. So we'll wait to see which way this scrum's going to go. And change there. It's back to the Hills Bulls. So first touch was off St. John's. But nevertheless, good set right off their own goal line to get it all the way down here. Probably at least halfway through that sin bin period now. They await the return of Danny Arta. Finn Custo come across early to Pinder. And now roll the short side. Trying to get things going. Now back open. Finds himself with another touch there. There's Thomas Pinder. Withers lays it off short to Bosley, who's well handled this time. And roll there for Davis, who's trying to look for it, but Withers keeps himself, goes straight in behind the ruck. Inside support, Riley Davis, and the runaway try. You wondered what they were building to, keeping things pretty simple with the extra man. And they've looked open, they've looked short, and Withers this time, slight delay from dummy half, things open up, runs his way straight up the middle, and then good composure and patience, takes his time to find the ever-reliable Riley Davis, the fullback, and he pushes through there to collect the pass with the 2-on-1 against the fullback. And now 24-12 kick to come from right in front. You think that he would be about to make this a 3-score advantage. Sin bin now. Why they've contained very, very well for the majority of the period. That one hurts. Almost got the intercept against the run-off play. Couple of line breaks down the left have the Eagles. Been gallant with 12, but that one right at the back end of what you think is close to the end of that 10-minute period. Gives the opportunity here for Riley Davis to make it a 3-score game. Another try brought to you by Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, and payroll needs. Zach Withers, a bit of an underrated part of this side. A long, rangy lock. Good link playing with the ball. Filling in a bit of dummy half today and helping out there as well. And Davis makes no mistake, 26-12. The 14-point advantage really puts things into a time log now. Urgency's going to have to come thick and fast for St. John's. Maher wastes no time with the kickoff. Drives it down for Kenner. Expecting big contact, and he goes through, but the ball pulled out, and referee calls play on. An instant opportunity to hit back. What can they come up with? Fighting for a play the ball. Naklo straight in behind Riley Fong from dummy half. And we've been waiting. Mentioned early on in the piece, keep your eyes on him. Kept himself fairly quiet. Really good distribution and service, but the moment presents itself and bang. Off the mark, in behind and over the goal line. Riley Fong. And straight away, 26-16 kick to come. Where there's life, there's hope. And they've certainly got that. And Maher now with the boot, with Arta off the field. He'll waste no time here. And another one from Omnia Business Solutions for all your accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, and payroll needs. A few deep breaths and hopefully knocking this one over just to the left of the uprights. And he does so. And the 14 is cut to 8. Will this be a story much like last time? We had the 22-20 victory for St. John's against the Bulls earlier on. Scored the first 3 or 4 tries, then got reeled back in the second half and managed to hold on the flip here. The Bulls, shot for shot in the first half, get the 14-point advantage. And now back to full complement and responding straight away through Fong. Can they fight back in this one? Bounces twice and cleaned up by William Lewis. And Fong straight across to Deniata, back from the sin bin, and finds himself an early touch. And now Luston Pio straight through the front door, drives a player into the turf and earns his side a penalty. And things rolling now, the quick tap, he takes another 10, leaves another behind. And fighting forward, a second penalty for high contact. And awaiting the mark. The Eagles surging here in this one. And Lewis, they tap again, straight up the middle. Wasting no time, and they can't. Maher left. Out the back of Shea Parmood to Papali Talanai. Still standing, but can't get the ball free. Moynihan does well to hold on. Now Fong to Maher. Straight into the guts of the defence. 20 out centre field. Fong jumps left to Harmood. Short to Talanai again. Beats the first. Gets an offload back inside. Trying to get to the goal line. They're celebrating. Does the referee like it? That's the question. He sure does. And St. John's go back to back. And all of a sudden 14 has turned into 4. And now possibly 2. Couldn't see the jersey in the mix of bodies there. And I thought that was maybe 16 or 18 before the bodies covered it up. If so, be Savelio Brown or Joseph Nackler. And Arta, no time wasted. He hits that one. And a 2-point game. 14 points. Back-to-back tries. And the 2v3 game is an absolute belter again, down to the wire, much like last time. The one difference, no lights out are going to stop us today. Still sunlight here at Jim Begnell Oval, but how much time is left? That is the question. There is no timer here for the players to look at, but the urgency certainly heard all around the ground in the St. John side. And Hills, no doubt, will want to contain them this set. And Davis drives it down and laid off now. Back infield. Centering the attack there. And off the back, D'April follows up the carry of Simon Agar. And now down the short side. Papali Talanai with a juggle, but beats a couple on the arm free again. Well contained in the end there. Palaitu. And now across, William Lewis almost to the front door. Brought down on halfway though, looking for a play the ball. Short side again, Maher. Harmood, cross to Emery. One-on-one, skips a couple of times. And play 5 now. 40 out. Back to Viliami Maher, who hangs one up. They're going to try and turn the screws. Riley Davis, centre field. He's brought down 15 out. From dummy half. Good carry following up there. Harry Dawes. And now SRC space almost goes through. And Maher tackles and forces an error. 35 out centre field. Can St. John's turn a 14-point deficit into a lead? We are about to find out. Hamoud barking orders, setting up what they're going to be doing here. They got 5 to the right. The referee calls it back. Not quite sure what for, but time on. There you go. And fed now. What can they come up with? Fong to Lewis to Peel. Peel picks up variable meters. And now Fong back into William Lewis. Good shot there. The referee, though, he's called it high. And they've got the opportunity to take 2 from the quick tap. And luckily the referee says that he was happy for that not to be play on. Could have very well near been a big risk. But now a chance to lock things up from the boot of Denny Arter. An insanity for a second time between these two teams here at Jim Begnell. 26-24. Are we about to be locked up at 26 apiece? Denny Arter almost in front. Just to the right of the uprights. And the chance of lolly legs, as they do it almost every ground, come up. And Arter hits it, and it's good. 26 all. We might be doing a bit of overtime. And how quickly things can change in junior rugby league, and in particular the 16s age group. Try for try, and they got themselves out to the 14-point advantage with the sin bin. And then the Eagles just come roaring off the back of that, back-to-back moments. And then a penalty, and all of a sudden, falling over there off the kickoff is Davis. And they go towards the sideline, but the ball comes free. And another error and another twist in the tail of this game, with Hills now rushing just inside the 40, time of the essence. Everyone's unsure how much time is left, but can they come up with some points? Can they find a field goal? Referee, time off. Set to the right here, but as many bodies to the left. Do they lay one in and set up for the field goal? Palaitu takes the first one off the scrum, gets himself centre field 20 out. Bodies are back. It looks like they're going to have a crack straight away. Withers here to Davis. Can he ice it? Hits it well. Is it good? It's very good. Riley Davis, as cool as you like. First carry from Cruz Palaitu. And Riley Davis, as the buzzer goes, ice cold off the right boot, drives a stake right into the heart of the St. John's Eagles, who were extremely brave to fight their way back from 14 down and being with 12 men. But that opportunity from the kickoff error, and the Bulls literally have one chance. And off the Palaitu carry, Riley Davis, ice in his veins, hits it straight between the uprights, and your winner. And moving on to play Wentworthville for first chance to make the grand final. The Hills Bulls 27-26 over the St. John's Eagles in an absolutely fantastic game of football. Today's match was brought to you by Total Fit Outs, your commercial design and fit out experts across Australia. And earlier in the day, as I said, the Bankstown Bulls won the elimination final 28-10. And will play St. John's Eagles next week in another elimination final. But what an absolute cracking game of football. Join us again next week. Women's match of the round. And the men's Central West Conference 16s, 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. Have a fantastic weekend. I've been Lewis Shepherd.